Widely regarded as 2023's most controversial movie, Sound of Freedom is a movie depicting the true story of Tim Ballard, a former Homeland Security special agent who played a big role in the rescue of children who were being trafficked for sexual exploitation. According to the CBS News feature from 2014 on Operation Triple Take, a joint action between the Operation Underground Railroad Organization (OUR), which is a non-profit founded by Tim Ballard, together with the Colombian government, reportedly rescued 123 trafficked people, 55 of whom were children. In the movie, the character of Tim Ballard was played by Jim Caviezel. Remember the guy who portrayed Jesus in the 2004 movie, Passion of Christ? In this video, we look at 8 transforming business and entrepreneurial lessons from this movie, which can put you on the path to building a billion-dollar empire or even transforming the world in your own little way. Whether you're a business person, an aspiring entrepreneur, a change maker, someone trying to find their way in life, or just someone being curious, there's definitely a lesson for you from this video. So sit tight as we embark on this journey together. First lesson: great entrepreneurs are missionaries. According to a venture capitalist, the entrepreneurs who will be solving the world's greatest problems are the ones who face some of the world's greatest problems. In an interview with the director of the movie, Alejandro Monteverde, Vanity Fair reported that the director initially came up with the idea of Sound of Freedom after watching a series of TV news covering child trafficking for sexual exploitation. He said those events kept him sleepless at night and inspired him to begin the journey of writing the movie. In the movie itself, Tim Ballard saw his job of rescuing children as not just a mission to earn a paycheck, but rather a divine calling, and he was willing to put everything on the line for this call. According to Indra Nooyi, the former CEO of PepsiCo, to be a CEO is a calling. You should not do it because it is a job. It is a calling, and you have got to be involved in it with your head, heart, and hands. Therefore, as an entrepreneur, if money is the only motivation, you may not make it all the way. So you've got to find something bigger than you, something so powerful that you can't get your minds off it. That is why some of the greatest and most successful entrepreneurs and leaders are those who have either experienced or seen some of the greatest struggles in their early life. Second lesson: have a compelling vision. So you found your calling, or maybe you've discovered the next big idea to solve a huge problem. Now, what's your vision of your ideal world after your mission is accomplished? What's your why? According to Lewis Carroll, if you don't know where you are going, any road will get you there. Even the Holy Book mentions something similar. Where there is no vision, the people perish. For Alejandro Monteverde, it was a world where children are safe and secure from pedophiles, with a freedom to live out their full potential and become the best they could ever be. For Tim Ballard, God's children are not for sale. This leads us to the next stage of the process. Third lesson: build a coalition. You have discovered your purpose and you have drafted a compelling vision. The next thing is to put in the work to bring it to reality, but you can't do it alone. According to Carmine Gallo, anything worth accomplishing takes the work of a team, a group of people dedicated to the passionate pursuit of a dream, a common vision. Why some teams follow leaders who are granted power through sheer title alone? The most successful teams follow leaders because they are inspired to do so. No one achieves success alone, so it is vital to build a strong team. People who have complementary skills and the required resources to help you achieve that vision. This also includes the people who will invest in your idea. In the movie, Tim was able to acquire the services of Vampiro, the former drug peddler, who had similar vision as him, but with useful connections and experience. There was also Pablo, who served as a wealthy financier, Frost, his departmental head, who helped acquire some help from the US Embassy in Colombia, and George, the Colombian police officer who helped to arrange local support. All these people played vital roles in achieving the mission. Teamwork makes the dream work. Fourth lesson: communicate your vision in simple terms. According to Gregory Burns, a person can have the greatest idea in the world, completely different and novel, but if that person can't convince enough other people, it doesn't matter. It is no news that communication is key in leadership and business. In the movie, a notable moment when great communication skills made a huge difference was when Tim Ballard was trying to convince his friend Pablo to join his mission when he left his job. At first, he told him about the size of the industry and the dangers to the everyday child, but that didn't seem to resonate with Pablo. But when it seemed all hope was lost, he sent him a short written message that narrowed down his pitch to one case scenario. The letter read, "Forget the 50 kids, think about one Rocio, age 11, sold into sex slavery." That struck deep, and Pablo needed no other convincing. The simple lesson here is being able to explain your idea of business in simple terms to investors, your team, your employees, or even your customers. You can explain your idea by creating an analogy with something easily understandable. For example, think of my idea as building an Amazon for small-scale farmers where they can get anything agro. Or think of it as an Instagram, but for office people. In that way, you have used a known concept to explain an unknown concept to someone who is not in your head. Fifth lesson, burn the bridges. The next step in the process of achieving an extraordinary feat is to go all in. When it is truly a life's mission, you will be willing to burn the bridges and go all in. In a speech on YouTube given by Entrepreneurship titled, "I Hate Plan B," he said, "Plan B becomes a safety net. He says that if I fail, I have something else there that will protect me. And that's not good because people perform better when there is no safety net." In the movie, just before the rescue operation, Tim's boss, Frost, was unable to provide funding for the operation and he asked him to abort the mission and return to the United States. But his dedication to his vision was so strong that he resigned 10 months away from vesting his pension. Fortunately, his overwhelming confidence and belief won the heart of his boss and he was able to convince the US Embassy in Colombia to support Tim's rescue mission. Sometimes, all your investors need to see is that extra fire in you to go all the way. Sixth lesson, embrace the obstacles. Nothing good comes easy. Sometimes the way to the palace is through the prison. Even a God-given vision requires you to pass through the fire. This is because success without character will only lead you to destruction. So don't see the obstacles and setbacks as evil. Rather, see it as a refining fire. Tim experienced a lot of obstacles and setbacks, but he remained resolute and kept going. His vision was stronger than all the obstacles. Seventh lesson, expect the unexpected, and whenever possible, be the unexpected. What this lesson means is that, as earlier mentioned, there will be obstacles along the way, so expect to pivot if possible. Don't stick to one plan when it's not working out. Try other strategies and see what works. In addition, be prepared to innovate. This is when you become the unexpected. In this case, innovation could mean bringing something new to the market, doing something differently that is faster, cheaper, or 10 times better than the competitions. In the movie, Tim made a lot of bold moves when faced with different situations. At one point, he pretended to be a pedophile to unlock some secrets from one of the predators. At the end, they disguised themselves as medical doctors to move into rebel territory to save a child. He was willing to innovate at every point to gain an unfair advantage. So never forget this vital lesson by Jack Dorsey. Expect the unexpected, and whenever possible, be the unexpected. Eighth lesson, have a supportive partner. Tim's wife supported him all through his mission, and that gave him extra strength and motivation to keep going. Your relationship can either make or break you, therefore it is vital to choose the right partner on your life journey. One simple tip is always look out for those who either uphold your vision or diminish your ambitions. The decision is then in your hands to make. Ninth lesson, the God factor. Why some people may want to undermine this factor. True success is 100% God, and the remaining percent is your belief and willingness to move and trust Him all through the process. The other things you need in your journey will be added to you at the right time. With all this in your arsenal, you are better positioned to succeed beyond your wildest dreams and human imaginations. So if you enjoyed this video, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's just a mindset rehab thing. Let's make it happen.